Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kobe. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This video is tailored towards this PC build that you see right here. I managed to build this PC with parts that are dated as far back as 2015. You guys, this PC is over 7 years old at this point here in early 2022. Now, a little bit of a quick background on this PC. This is actually one of the first builds that I've done back in 2015 when I decided to build my own computer, and it has been lying around doing absolutely nothing over the last couple of years. My mom wanted to use it for a working from home PC when the pandemic started, and she has barely even had to use it in the first place. Thank God for that. But this thing has been collecting dust for about 2 years, hasn't been touched, maintained. It was extremely dirty when I first opened up this case, and then I managed to clean it up. I added a graphics card in here that I managed to find, and I'll tell you guys more about that later. And I managed to build a very nice looking and extremely well performing for its age gaming PC. So let's talk about the parts list here. Let me show you some performance numbers, and you guys can see for yourself how a 7-year-old PC can still hold its own today here in 2022. First, we have the processor, and that's the Intel i7-6700. This is on Intel's 6th gen platform, codenamed Skylake, and it features 4 cores and 8 threads with a boost clock of 4 GHz. Now, this is a non-overclocked chip, but it still manages to be a killer chip back in 2015. It's made it to a Gigabyte B450 ultra durable motherboard. There isn't much to say about this one, just a budget board with the spare basics to get you going. We have 16 gigabytes of Crucial Ballistic Sport RAM clocked in at 2400 MHz. You don't need faster RAM from 6th gen Intel, so this is perfectly fine. The graphics card is the EVGA GTX 960. I managed to pick this one up for about $120 from EVGA B-Stock. Not a bad price considering how the market is today. The power supply is the EVGA 450 watt 80 plus white power supply. Not much to say about this one either, just a decent power supply to power up such an old build. For storage, we have a 256GB SSD from Inland and a 1TB Toshiba hard disk drive. And finally, the case is the NZXT S340. This was one of the more popular cases 6 years ago and has now evolved into the NZXT H510 that you see today. It's still a good case apart from the fact that it has an acrylic side panel which has been banged up over the years. One part I wanted to add to this build just to make it look more pleasing aesthetically is the CPU cooler that you see here, which is a V-True low profile cooler. You can get this on Amazon for about $20, and I think it's way better over any Intel stock cooler that you would see. Now, it's hard to tally up the total price for this build considering how old the parts are, but looking at recent eBay sales helped me price this PC anywhere between $500 to $600. It's not a horrible price, but you can definitely save some costs by opting for different components. Now let's see some performance numbers to see how well this old dog can run. Alright guys, so as you all saw, this PC still kicks some butt even 5 to 6 years in regards to how old these parts are. Now, definitely pay note that I did use a lot of esport titles only because I know that this graphics card really can't handle itself at AAA titles, especially the modern ones like you saw in Halo Infinite, where it could even push 50 frames per second at lower settings. So if you're definitely thinking of getting some sort of a combination between a CPU like this and a GPU like a GTX 960, definitely make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into and don't expect it to be running AAA titles at 80, 90 frames per second, because you're just not gonna get that here. If you don't mind playing games, especially AAA titles at 40 to 50, then this can handle it. And of course, esports games, you can definitely hit that 100 FPS barrier, maybe sometimes even more depending on what game that you are using. So definitely keep that in mind, especially with the GTX 960. I still feel like it's a great card. It's a great starter card for a lot of people who just wanted to get into PC gaming and play titles like Valorant and CSGO and whatnot. But if you're looking for something else, then this build is definitely not for you, and I definitely recommend checking out some of my other videos that I've done up here in regards to PC builds to give you guys a good idea of what you should be expecting from certain kinds of graphics cards. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video of me showing you guys a very old but very capable gaming PC here in 2022. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit like, and also do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.